elbows up, back and down. Maybe a bigger movement, arching, squeezing, pull the belly button in round, step it out, a little bend of the knees, rolling through your cat, inhaling through your reindeer, tailbone up, roll it under, tailbone up, let your nose glow and roll it. And one more time, extend it. And then we're just gonna add our band to that. You can fold it in half or keep it single, just a little bit of a warm up. So we're gonna lift up, pull back, lift that chest, exhale, give it a little bit of a round forward, inhale, just emphasize that pulling open and then coming back, maybe just to neutral, squeeze it open. You can lift your chest, a couple more, just like that. Again, just igniting those shoulder blades, getting that movement, 2 more. And last time, pull it into your chest, give it a little squeeze, really try to emphasize not using your biceps to do this, but using your shoulder blades. So let the arms stay in that 90, so you're not doing this, right? Squeezing back, and 2 more, back, and relax, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And then let's bring that band into our left hand and lasso our right foot. And then we're gonna go out on an angle, left leg forward, bend that knee, little bicep curl with that right or left arm side. 2 more. Good. And then leave that arm in that bicep, roll up on your right toes, turn the toes in, and give me a lift of that leg. You can kind of launch into the left leg if you want, and then you can add that bicep curl if you want. So you should feel this back here in that outer hip area and a little bit in that left quad as you step into it. You can make this as big as you want or as small. Couple more here. So bicep curls as the leg presses away. 2 more. Last one. Bicep curl, lift it up, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it down. And now that band goes in the same hand. So right hand and right leg. Launch into that left leg. Step back with that right one. Arm is going to come straight down for now, thumb pointing to the ceiling. See if you can lift up, bend the knee, and press back and tap down. Lift up, press back, tap down. Lift up, press back, tap down. And then option, when you press back, will be just a straight arm forward or back to your bicep. So up, press, and down. Up, press, and down. So a little balance, a little bit of booty. Last 2. Last 1, press it back and come up. All right, so band stays in your right hand. Let you step out of it and put it across your left foot, please. So we're on that diagonal again. Right leg steps forward, bend that knee, shoulders up, back and down. Couple little bicep curls. And then turn that left toe in and launch into that right leg as much as you want, adding that bicep curl as the leg presses away, so does the bicep curl. Few more and then we'll hold it. Last time, hold it. Relax, move the band into your left hand. Again, launch it forward on that right leg. Left arm nice and straight with that right leg or left leg up. Press into your little donkey kick here. And then if you want, add that arm lift, bend, press both away at the same time. Lift, press away. Lift, press away. Good girl, come back. Everybody wants to see you. Come on. Thank you. Just two more. Last one, hold it up and relax. Go ahead and just take that band. For now, you can just gently put it around your neck. Right leg over left. Hips go to the right, arms go to the left. Back up through center, left leg over right. And arms go to the right as hips go left. Beautiful. All right, let's bring that band underneath our armpits. It's going to stay single. And you'll probably end up adjusting a little bit with this. Come to the back of your mat, hands down on your thighs. With that band, a little bit of tightness, it probably rolls down. Roll through a cat, inhale through a cow. Roll cat and inhale cow. Stay in that cow position. Support yourself with a neutral spine, abs in, arms out, thumbs to the side, and squeeze lift. Squeeze lift. Squeeze lift. Your weight is back in your heels and your hips, 2 and 1. And then as you come down, you're going to try and find that high plank position, holding onto your band. And then from that high plank, press the band gently. Press the band. Even though you might see other parts of my body moving, this movement is initiated by that shoulder blade area. So a little bit of intensity adding here. 2, 1, press, and then gently come down. You can let go of your band as you press back and rest. Roll those thumbs to the sky. Let your chest open up. And then undulate forward in your reindeer and back in your cat. And then we'll just swing those legs around, seated position. Let's go ahead and double up the band now, just fold it in half. And bring that behind your hamstrings. Palms are going to face up, so your biceps are toward the ceiling. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. You want to take any roundness out of your upper back. And then hands are close to your thighs, shoulders back and down. Just give me a little hinge back. And then you get to choose. You can come right up, or you can use your biceps to help you come up. Or you can do a little bit of both. And then next time you go back, reach through those fingers, stretch the arms away below your hamstrings, and then grab hold and pull up. And reach and pull up. A couple more like that. Reach and stretch. Bring it up. Last 2, stretch it out. Bring it up. Last time, hold it here, bring it out. Reach those arms away from each other. So thumbs to the sky. Reach, 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 reach. And then grab hold, and you're going to see if you can lower yourself a vertebra at a time without your feet coming off the ground. All right. From down here, you're going to bring your hands on top of the band, bring those knees in, give it a quick little stretch, and then stack them up tabletop. Hands go long, deep breath in, exhale, lift for the 100. Instead of pulsing just up and down, you're going to pulse out and down, 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 out and down. A little extra work here. And then if you want, you can lay your head back down, but extend your legs and keep those arms going. Two more. And hug those knees in. And now we'll keep the band folded in half, but we're going to bring it overhead this time. Walk those hands so they're just about shoulder width apart. So pretty close together. Shoulders back and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach those fingers to the sky, and then reach overhead and pull your arms apart if you want to add that on. If you feel that too much in your shoulders, just lift, but don't reach all the way overhead. Press open. right? So you're still getting that action. And then again, if it's not a good idea for you to be bringing your head up, you just reach overhead, if that's okay with you, and add that arm extension. Two more. Good. Reach those arms up. This time add the legs in tabletop. Extend the arms and legs, reach out through those fingers, tap the knees, double leg stretch, reach and tap. Try and keep those shoulder blades on the ground. Head can be lifted, of course, or you can keep it down. Just want to avoid coming up and down. And then we're going to stay here, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1, bend to both knees. Take the band across the front of your right thigh, and you're going to choke up your hands so they're right next to your thigh. Extend that left leg. Exhale, press and reach through the left leg as you push against the right thigh. Inhale, bring that halfway back in. Press and press. So it's a little pulse for single leg stretch. If you feel this too much in your low back, you're going to bring the band behind your hamstring instead, and you're still pressing, pulling and pressing, pulling and pressing. So whether you're over top of the thigh or behind it, you're still doing the pull press, everything in. Take a break. Band across the top of the left thigh, right toes reach, press and reach, press and reach, press and reach. Again, if you're feeling that too much in your low back, it goes behind your hamstring, you pull and reach, pull and reach, pull and reach. Either one is okay. And hug both knees in, take a little rock side to side. Place your left foot on the ground. You get to make a choice here. If your band is slippery, you're going to take the band across the top of the right foot and behind it. Or if not, you can put your foot in the band. Totally up to you. And then grab the band with your right hand. With some tightness, press your shoulder blade into the mat. Release. Press it. Release. 2 more. Press. Release. Last time, press the shoulder blade down. Keep that contact as you start leg circles. So leg circles in one direction and then goes the other. You start your circle on an inhale and finish on an exhale. Give your chin a little tuck and press the back of the head gently into the ground. If you can, stretch that left leg out on the ground, flex through that left heel. And then bring that right leg up. You're going to switch it out. So however you're doing it, bring that band to the left side with some tightness. And my shoulders off the ground. With a straight arm, I'm going to press my shoulder blade down, shoulder down, shoulder down. Couple more. Press, 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 press and hold. Point those left toes. And then you start your circles. Try and keep that left shoulder blade on the ground. And again, you start your circle with an inhale, you finish with an exhale, and go the other way. Right leg can stretch out, flex through that heel. And then next time you come up, you're going to take both legs, but you're going to again, actually, hold on, we'll come back to that one. Let's keep that band since it's folded in half. Put one hand in that fold, and then the other hand is going to grab the tail. We're going to bring that across our hips and all 10 fingers on the ground. Then make sure your wrist is touching your elbows, your triceps, and your shoulders. Deep breath in, keep all of that touching, but lift your hips. So there should be challenge now. And then lift the hips an inch higher, an inch higher. Back of the head presses gently into the ground, shoulder blades push. Your triceps should feel this because they're resisting lifting up off the ground. Your glutes should feel it too. And one, relax. Keep that, deep breath in, exhale, lift again. This time all you're gonna do is pick the right foot off the ground, keep the knees together so my leg is low, not way up here. And then again, press and squeeze, left glute this time. Hands stay down, wrists stay down if possible, elbows down, triceps down, shoulders down, 2 and 1. Woo, bring that down, take a break, deep breath in. Exhale, lift it up, left leg extends, knees are still together, press up. Press up, shoulders push down. And relax. Bring that band around behind your right leg. Give it a nice little hug in. Stretch out that hamstring. You can let it drop to the right. Hug it in. And then band behind your left leg. Squeeze it in and over. All right, now we're gonna lasso both feet. So the band goes across the top of both feet and then comes around, oh, that's very uneven, between the arches. So you kind of look like that. All right, and once again, I'm gonna get my elbows and triceps on the ground. I'm gonna bend those knees and I'm gonna press away, just getting a little bit at this moment, some quad work. If you're not feeling it, choke your hands up, but get those arms back up, down on the ground and press. If you wanted to, you can do this in a froggy position, heels together, toes apart. Shoulders back and down, head gently presses into the ground, heels together. And then we're going to go into our double leg lower. So gently, you might be able to go a little further, but make sure that you're just working this with those abs, that low back doesn't get off the ground. Again, lengthen out the back of the neck, tuck the chin slightly. And then we're going to choke up on the band a lot. So my hands are really close to my feet. I lower those legs and then I start to let those legs lift me up, rolling up. And then I get to the top, I'm going to find that balance and I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together. So I'm in a little beautiful balanced position here. And then again, I'm going to gently lower so my upper body pulls the legs. And then my legs pull the upper body. So remember, this is the seesaw, right? So as one goes up, the other goes down, seesaw, Margie doll. Who was she? Margie doll. And then this time we'll come up, we'll find that balance, lifting tall, shoulders, squeeze, put the feet on the ground and stretch out, sitting tall. And just give me, with those palms facing up, thumbs up, a little shoulder squeeze. Make sure your spine is super tall. And then this time, pull, hold, widen those legs, and give me that spine stretch, tall and hinged. And then gently let that go. Keep in mind, that was the seesaw. We'll come back to that later, but we won't get to play seesaw anymore. All right, band is folded in half. And I'm going to take the whole thing under my legs and make sure that as I turn my knees toward the camera, that the fold is in my top hand. And then as you lie down, you'll stack your knees and your hips. And then I'm going to pull that band so that when I bring my top hand down to the ground, I grab my bottom band and it's tight against my thighs. Arm is underneath your ear, create a little mouse house under your waist, drop it, lift it, drop it, lift it, drop it, lift it, keep it lifted. Heels together, toes apart, pivot open in your clam. Keep that tension and then go an inch higher, an inch more, an inch open more and more and more. And then close it, lift your heels, so now you're in the air, open it again, keep it open. Remember your knuckles are on the ground, holding the band tight, and then press open a little more and more and more. And relax. Woo, we should have felt that in that top hip. All right, so we're just gonna switch it up. So make sure as you switch sides, your band comes around behind. And again, the fold ends up across that top leg. Grab the bottom leg, the tail on the bottom, and then stack everything up. Heels together, toes apart, knuckle it down, keep the hand on the ground, pivot open, and then from there go a little more and more and more. And then knees low, heels up, and press open. And relax. Woo. All right, let's just stay on this side for now. Take hold of the tail of your band and hold it in your bottom arm. We're going to prep for a side plank, so push that shoulder back, open, all that good stuff. You know your side plank, you might be here, you might be here, you might be here. And then you're just going to reach for that fold. And then depending on how tight your band is will kind of determine how much you're going to open. But you're going to see if you could open a little bit. Open a little bit. Bottom hand stays down, top hand opens. Don't make this so much that you feel shoulders. Just a nice opening. You're going to be lifting that hip as you open. Just give me 4 more. Tap coming into the screen. 2 and 1. And then you're coming to the other side. Top hand will be on the fold. Bottom hand grabs the tail. Come to your opposite elbow. Thank you, sweetie. Push that shoulder up, back, and down. And then again, you're choosing whether you're on the side of your thighs or staggered or stacked. And then again, you're going to see if you can open a little bit, open a little bit, open and open. And relax. All right, as you come down, unfold your band and drape it across your tailbone, sacrum area, and lie down on your abs. We're going to press our forehead into the ground, toenails, and pubic bone. We're going to lift our belly button and our kneecaps. Slide your hands under the band. Palms are facing the ceiling. Oops. Hands are just about hip distance apart, so pretty close together. Deep breath in. On the exhale, press the pubic bone and the toes into the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up, stretch your fingers long. Then give me the tiniest rotation, palms toward each other. Exhale down, deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, stretch, reach, lift, and then rotate palms toward each other. Exhale down, deep breath in. You can make this really small and make it all about the upper body. You can be more aggressive and add that lower back work into it, but don't forget the shoulder rotation. Two more. Last one. And relax. Let's just bend those knees and windshield wiper. And then you're going to slide that band up behind your armpits again and press up onto your elbows. So again, you want to have some tension so you can see my band is sort of thinned out. And we'll go into our pre-plank. So nod your head yes. Shoulders come back out of your ears. Pull your collarbone back, belly button, and then hips lift up. Pre-plank position. The further apart you bring your hands, the more challenge. And then give me the tiniest little press against the band. Don't make it too aggressive. Option to roll onto the tops of your thigh, or excuse me, yeah, thighs, and continue this. Or tuck your toes, and again, you're continuing pressing against the band. It's a small movement. Pull your abs in to help initiate it. And relax. Just kind of a little push back in that resting position. Maybe arms by your side, tuck them under if you want. And then as you come up, let's undulate forward and back. All right, my favorite exercise with this, although it can be toe crampy, you can make a little loop in your band, but if it's easier, you're just gonna take that band between your left big toe and your second toe. But you have to make sure that you don't have neuropathy or anything that's gonna cause you not to be able to feel that. And then come up onto your knees and move that band up and over to your right shoulder. So right hand holds, left toes hold. Right hand and left toes. And then come down onto your hands and knees. Keep your right hand holding onto the band and extend that left leg. Nice and even. You can tap and lift. If you want, could you add your right arm and hold, or tap and lift and work those extensor muscles? And relax. I promise we'll stretch the toes in just a second. Let's move that band to your right side between the big toe and the second toe. Holding on to it. And the band comes behind you, up and over into your left hand, over your left shoulder. Come on down. Neutral spine, extend that right leg. Hold it there, or tap and lift. Or add your left arm, holding bird dog, or tap and lift. And relax. Ooh, as promised, some toe stretches. So first you're going to tuck your left toes and then just press back on those left toes. Bring those forward, tuck your right toes, press back. And if you want to, tuck both toes, press back. And then you can, you know, don't put so much pressure on your toes that you're hurting them. Some people can sit all the way back on their heels. And then we actually want to go the other way. So point the toes and give them a couple little tap, 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 taps. And then you're going to spin around, put your band out on the floor somewhere. Left toes, sit yourself tall so we're not slumpy bumpy. Left toes, grab your band and just move it and lift it. Imagine that you're pulling it all to one side. All right, so I'm going to reach down, I'm going to curl my toes around my band, I'm going to lift it up and pull it over, and then I'm going to go the other way. Curl my toes and pull them the other way. Curl my toes and pull them the other way. Curl and pull. Curl and pull. Couple more. Curl and pull. Curl and pull. All right, and then sit up comfortably on your sit bones. Right toes, grab the band and pull. Grab it and pull it in one direction. Toes pull it. I'm definitely much stronger in one foot than the other. We're more dexterous. Couple more. Go the other way. If you do this with a towel, you know, at night, it's just lovely for your little tootsies. We talk about making sure those feet are nice and strong and supple. All right. Okay, so here we go back to the opposite of seesaw, right? So let's start with the band folded in half. It's not going to stay like this. Bring it behind your hamstrings. And we're going to lower down just like we did at the beginning of class. Inhale at the bottom, and then option to see if you can pull yourself up with that band behind your hamstrings. So you exhale as you move, you inhale at the bottom, and you inhale at the top. So this is always, always, always going to be option 1. Option 2, we're going to go ahead and unfold the band, try and get it as equal as possible across the tops of both feet, and then around behind the arch again. And then this time, feet are going to stretch out and flex, and we're going to lower ourselves down again. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, pull yourself up, bend the knees if you have any back issues. So that's option 2. Option 3, stay lying down and go back to our double leg lower. So you have 3 options so far. Option 4. This time you're going to want to bring your hands a lot closer to those feet. And then put the feet out on an angle. And then use your biceps to lift yourself up and try to do it, even if you have to crawl up like I did, to your feet without moving your legs, right? So walk yourself up, don't use your legs to seesaw. And then as I come back down, I'm going to stretch the band a bit. And then I'm going to exhale, I'm going to use my biceps. I'm going to try to come up with barely moving those legs. And then try one more time like that. And that's option 4. Next option, if you want, from here, you can try and lift and lower your legs without your torso moving. And you know what the final option is. It's not the seesaw, it's the opposite of the seesaw. Everything starts, yes, from a dead stop, and then you do want to have tension on your band, and then you lift everything up. And the higher your arms go, the higher your legs will come, the more balance, and then you find everything from a dead stop. Now this is teaser, it's a pretty aggressive move, so you know if it's not good for your body, you're not going to do it. Last one, let's stay lifted, tall, 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 bend the knees, and relax, unwind that band, keep the soles of your feet together, grab hold of your hamstrings, lower yourself down, arms out into a T position, passive opening here if you'd like, bend your elbows into cactus arms. While you're lying here, gently press the toes together and the heels, press your wrists and your knuckles into the floor. Press your elbows down and your shoulders. Nod your head, yes. And reach down with your hands, bring your legs in together. All right, as always, as we stretch, you have the option, if you feel safe enough, to put your right foot into the band in a parallel position. That's a little more slippery and dangerous, but option to do that. And then I'm going to reach down with my right hand and I'm going to pull on the front of that band so my toes get pulled back and get that shoulder blade on the ground. And then I'm going to press the ball of the foot up and then match it with the toes. And then I'm going to pull the toes back and the ball of the foot back and press the heel up. Big stretch here for my foot and for my calf. And then I'm going to spin the toes open, a little duck-footed, press through the ball of the foot and then the toes. And then the toes and the ball of the foot come back, as does the heel. Toes go in, press through the ball of the foot and the toes, and then down they go. And then I'm going to give myself some slack, put my right elbow on the ground, let that left leg hover in space. Inner thigh stretch, maybe some hamstring stretch. Reach over with that left hand, pull everything back to center, bend that knee in, and then choke up on the band until you feel that you've got that leg where you want it. Then press through the toes and the ball of the foot and pull everything back. Do that a couple times. You can do it on the ankles if you want. And then without moving your hands, see how much you can straighten your leg. That will really be a really intense hamstring stretch. And then be nice to it. Stretch it out, stretch the left leg out on the ground, right arm to the side, left leg drops to the left elbow supports it. And then reach over with your right hand, bring it all back to center, and we will slowly lower that right leg. You can let go of the band and see if you can keep it close to you. Woo, that right side feels delicious. So let's even up. Left knee bends. And then right knee bends. Well, both of them bend. And then that band is going to go across or lengthwise on that left foot, if that's okay with you. Choke up on the band so much with your left hand that your toes end up pulled back. And then press through the ball of the foot and the toes. Try and get your shoulder blade on the ground. Pull back with the toes and the ball of the foot and then the heel. Angle it out like you're duck-footed. Press through the ball of the foot and the toes. And then toes come back, ball of the foot comes back, heel up. We're going to turn that in. Sorry about that. Press through the ball of the foot and the toes. And then back. And slide that so that left elbow can rest on the ground. Hamstring stretch, inner thigh stretch. And then reach over with your right hand to help bring it back to center. Bend the knee in and tighten, tighten, tighten up on that. And then again, you can move through that foot if you like. On the ankles, if that felt good to you. And then keep that close, but see if you can straighten the leg. Might be shaking. And then straighten that leg out, straighten your right leg out. Bring that over into your right elbow so the leg can rest, big hip stretch on the left. And then back through center, gently lower that leg. And this time you can let go of the band. Ah, lovely. Slide both knees in, bent knee position. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh, press it open, and thread your needle. Either reaching for the hamstring or, if possible, the shin. Little rock side to side. Hug those knees even closer and a little to the left. And then finally crisscross knee over knee. Grab the knees, pull them apart. Arms out into a T. You can use your left hand to guide the knees up and over to the left, or you can let them rotate into a twist. Back up through center, uncross, left leg over right. Thread your needle, or reach through your shin, grab it in, pull it closer and a little to the right, closer and right. Knee over knee, pull them apart, and up and over to your right shoulder. Stay there or drop right. However you want to get there, mosey your way over onto your hands and knees. Hands go forward, undulate in your reindeer and your cat. Walk it back, find a neutral spine, head in line, tuck your toes, hover your knees, and press up and back. Pedal it out. Wide stance, bend your knees, roll through cat. Inhale through cow. Big deep breath in. Happy digestion weekend, postprandial weekend.